For the past 17 years, Ben's Computer has been networking, repairing, and upgrading all brands of computers.
You receive outstanding service and expert repair for all of your computers and computer products. This superior technical support has been the hallmark of Ben's Computer. Come see us for professional home or office networking consultation and installation. You can also take advantage of our Techmobile, offering free pickup and free delivery of your computer. That's Ben's Computer on Grand Avenue in Grover Beach.
Hello, thank you for joining us today on Central Coast Now. I'm here with Ben of Ben's Computer in Grover Beach, and we are launching his new show. This is Ben's Computer Show. This is Professor Ben. He's going to answer all of your questions about computers, and we're so excited to get the show started. So Ben, computer professor, today, what topics are we going to talk about today on your show?
Today we're going to talk about basic computer hardware.
Great.
Also, we're going to talk about virus and virus removal.
All right.
And the spyware. Also, I'm going to talk about the computer speed, basically why the computer running is slow and how we can prevent that. And people, they have a lot of issue with the sluggishness and the speed of the computer. So we're going to talk about that too.
Those are all great topics. I think we all need to know more about this. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to you, Ben. You can get started with your new show, Ben's Computer Lessons, from Professor Ben here in Grover Beach.
First thing I'm going to show you today is computer hardware itself, and talk about misconception that people still have today that what's a computer is. A monitors or a screen, that's not the computer. Keyboard, mouse, that's not the computer. Printer is not a computer. The computer itself is this tower or case. Inside this case, there are components that makes all this computing happen. And we're going to talk about what's inside this case. So first is a power supply. This is a power supply. The power supply connected to every component inside the computer case. Without the power supply, nothing will turn on. Dead. Just like your home. If there's no power, there's no electricity, your refrigerator won't work. Your TV won't turn on. Your light bulb won't turn on. So we need power. That's very important to have power to every component inside this tower. Then we have motherboard. The motherboard that contained thousands of components to make it happen, to make all these components communicate with each other. So everything in this tower must be hooked up to the motherboard. This is the mother of all circuit board inside this computer. Within that, we have processor, which is the brain of operation. That's a processor, what they call a central processing unit. This is a brain. Everything happen and process here with this chip. And then I'm going to put that thing on the socket and lock it up. Of course, there's this cooling fan comes on top of the processor to keep it cool and running cool, because it's going very fast. I mean, nanosecond, we're talking about extreme speed. Everything happen in the motherboards, every command, every device communicating through the motherboard, it will go through the memory, and the memory will organize it and synchronize it and give it to the processor in the right order. First in, first out. Because there's so many information coming through the motherboard, processor need to have some order and organization. And that's what memory does. After that, we have hard drive. Basically, processor, the brain of operation, and the memory, they do not remember what they did. Once they do the processing, its next command come in, and they have to go in the sequence and finish next command after another. If you want to save those information, like your resume, your pictures, your music, then we have device here, which is hooked up to the motherboard again, inside this case. That's a hard drive. That's your storage. That is, if you will, your warehouse, file cabinet. So everything is stored here. So when later on you come back and click the mouse on that pictures icon or that music icon on your screen, the processor goes and said, okay, let me go ahead and fetch it for you. And it comes to the hard drive and tell the hard drive, go grab this picture, and it comes the picture right on your screen. So this is where everything stores, as long as you want. In some cases, we have a video card. That's a video card. Some motherboard, the video, or basically your monitor or screen, will directly connect to the motherboard. It's built into it. Some gamer and people that they need more intense graphic, they use graphic card. And the graphic card goes right onto the motherboard here, and your monitor cable comes and hooks up to it. So everything happens here, your screen or your eyes to the computer through this monitor will see it. Now, we have to put all these things in some case or package so it won't be outside exposed to the environment. And that's our case. Now, within this case, we also have CD-ROM and DVD player. That's our media player. If you want to load software, like you have a QuickBook or Quicken, or you want to load some music and later on use it again and enjoy the music, you put it onto the CD, and CD will load it to the motherboard. Through the motherboard comes to the hard drive and then stores it for you forever. As long as you want to keep that music, sits in that hard drive. So basically, all these components, they're hooked up to the motherboard, and motherboard keep track of everything in a very highly synchronized and organized fashion. And one failure, one component fell, the whole operation become error. And you will see the error on the screen. There are thousands of components on this motherboard. Some of them are smaller than tip of the pencil. We have capacitor, resistor, regulator, fuses, and lots of components which just sits on top of this motherboard, or in some motherboard we have it on the even the back of it. Layer after layer, traces and component. So let's look at inside the case. Inside the case, very nicely, this is one of the computers we built here locally, and our local businesses or home user, they like to buy a computer, and we do support and maintain and warranty it locally here. You don't have to call Pakistan or India. You call me, and we take care of it for you. So inside, we have motherboard with the CPU cooling fan to keep the processor nice and cool. We have power supply, which everything hooks up to this power supply. Basically, power supply have to be applied to every component. Then we have memory, which is here. That's a memory. We have a hard drive, and we have a CD-ROM. That basically it is the entire system. So whatever you do on the screen with your keyboard and mouse is your input devices. You command and you try to open that resume or picture, you click with the mouse or you type some letter or document with the keyboard, these are input devices that give those commands to the motherboard, and the motherboard will, in the right fashion, process it and put the result back on the screen for you. The screen and the printers are the output devices. So basically, in a nutshell, this is how the computer works, and this is what the hardware is all about. So now you know the monitor is not a computer.
At Ben's Computer, we never compromise quality. However, because of the fact that we are smaller and more personal than the big corporate-owned computer chain stores, we can offer our services at greatly lower prices simply because we don't have the huge overhead. You never have to worry about being sold services that you really did not want or may not have needed at all. And Ben's Computer is centrally located on Grover Beach, and we offer free pickup and delivery to most locations. You can save money by upgrading your current system rather than buying a new one. So before you buy a new computer system, come talk to the experts at Ben's Computer. Ben's Computer has been in business since 1993 and is one of the largest privately owned computer stores on the Central Coast. Ben's Computer sells many brands of desktop and laptop computers, as well as computer parts and peripherals. And Ben's Computer has the technical expertise to help you decide exactly what you require for your computer system, and can answer your questions regarding both Apple and Microsoft systems. And at Ben's Computer, we can take care of computer repair, data recovery, virus removal, spyware removal, and general computer maintenance. Be sure to ask about our PC tune-up and speed-up service special, which includes system evaluation, increased startup speed, removal of unused applications, a scan and removal of viruses and software, system drive defragmenting, and a check of your BIOS and operating system settings. Ben's Computer also makes house calls, whether it's setting up a computer and printer in your home or for networking computer systems at your business. Ben and his staff can get your system working. And for those of you with busy schedules, Ben's Computer offers free pickup and delivery of any computer that needs service with our Techmobile. So for all your computer purchases, service, or consultation, contact the professionals at Ben's Computer, 983 West Grand Avenue in Grover Beach. Relax in comfort at the Radisson Santa Maria Airport Hotel. We offer spacious guest rooms, on-site dining, and more, and we're conveniently located next to the Santa Maria Airport. Call us at 805-928-8000 or visit us at radisson.com.
Now I'm going to talk about viruses and how we can remove viruses. The day you get viruses, it's a very lonely and aggravating day because you feel you've been hacked or viruses attack your system, and the system now is not working correctly for you, and you're helpless. You're not alone. There's hundreds of thousands of people every day, their computer will get infected with viruses and spyware. And because we are in the superhighway and internet, there's more than 300 to 400,000 viruses are floating in the internet. And depends what website you go and what you do on the internet, you have a chance to hit one of those viruses and your computer get infected, basically. So how you can prevent that, we're going to talk about that. But basically, viruses are a piece of program or the text that they come inside your computer, basically infect the Windows or the files or data, and they attach themselves to those files and infect those files, and the computer become sluggish. You notice the computer gets slower, and the computer sometimes shuts itself off or reboot itself. And sometimes your files are not functioning correctly, or you see the cascade of the pop-ups constantly, one after the other they show. So how we can prevent that is not to go to some of the website and not to download some of the thing on the internet. Stay away from downloading free music. Stay away from downloading free video. Be careful with those because those are mostly, they have infection. In the social network, like a Facebook, be careful not to join all the causes. For instance, say, please help this organization, we need your help, join our cause. Stay away from those. If you want a music, go to iTunes, pay the 99 cents, and you own that music, and it's free of viruses. Same with the video. If you want to look at the video and watch the video on the Facebook your friend sent, just watch it, but don't download it. When you get email, be careful. Do not open the attachment. If you don't know that email, you can only delete it. You don't need to open it. Because some of those attachments, they bring themselves to your computer and infect the computer and create those viruses. And sometimes they steal your email addresses and your contact, and they mass send themselves to all your friends with their email address that you had on that contact list. So be careful with that. You can only delete those emails as soon as you get them. You're not familiar. Don't worry about opening up. Just delete it. Once you have the computer, the first thing you want to do to have a very good antivirus software program loaded onto your computer. There are different antivirus software programs out there, and one is better than the other, and one is not as good as the other. But there's nothing in this business is bulletproof. Even the best antivirus software cannot prevent 100% of the viruses getting to your system. So basically, not only you have a good antivirus software in your system, you as a consumer, as a user of the computer, you got to be careful what website you're going and be careful where you're browsing. Now, once you get the virus and crawled in and bypass your antivirus software program, then it's out of your control, unless you know how to remove the viruses or have the proper tools and software to remove it. So if you don't have those, you bring it to the professional. At Ben's Computer, we can remove viruses for you. We can help you to remove the viruses and maintain your computer integrity the same way it was before the viruses, so you don't lose your program, you don't lose your data, pictures, music, and all is going to be nice without the virus cleared up. So you can bring it to us, and we remove the viruses for you, and we give you a recommendation and tips how to prevent from getting the viruses.
Preparing the details of your special day takes long hours. Why not capture them in photos that you can cherish for years? Our Photo and Design specializes in bringing back those moments of joyful tears and laughter. We specialize in providing quality photography services that you can afford. Call us to set up an appointment and book your wedding or quinceañera today. Mention this ad and we'll include an engagement session for free. That's right, that'll include a 16x20 portrait to display at your event. Check us out online at ourphotoanddesign.info or like us on Facebook.
For the past 17 years, Ben's Computer has been networking, repairing, and upgrading all brands of computers.
You receive outstanding service and expert repair for all of your computers and computer products. This superior technical support has been the hallmark of Ben's Computer. Come see us for professional home or office networking consultation and installation. You can also take advantage of our Techmobile, offering free pickup and free delivery of your computer. That's Ben's Computer on Grand Avenue in Grover Beach. And now I'm going to talk about why the computer is slow
and you're running your computer. Next day you turn it on and you notice the computer is sluggish and is slower than before. And what happened? There are a few reasons for that. And one of the reasons, as we talked before, was viruses and spyware. Those program or those malicious viruses can cause the files and the Windows program to run slower because they're causing a problem within the program. And also, there are some programs that are running on the background, which is usually on your bottom right hand side of your screen, where the clock is. You see few of small icons. And those are the ones constantly running in the background. And if you get too many of those, the computer will run slower. So you got to be careful what's running in the background. Then we have some program that they're running without you even notice on the background. Those are like viruses that came in. And you can go to the task manager and find out why the processor is so busy running this particular program. And probably you need a little bit of professional help on that one to identify what type of program is running. The other reason is your hard drive. When the hard drive starts going out, it's much, much harder for the processor to command to the hard drive to fetch the file for you, because hard drive is not running either the right RPM, or there's an error or bad sectors on the surface of that hard drive, which is more technical for you to understand. But that's the time the hard drive is going out, and you have to immediately back up your files and important data and pictures before the hard drive totally crash. So therefore, you got to be careful with those signs of when the computer gets slow. What is the cause of it? Is it hard drives crashing or going bad? It is a virus infected the files? Or there's some program is running on the background of your system. And we can help you with that. Once the computer gets slow, we can prevent some of those things to happen. And one of the things is maintaining your computer. At least every 6 months, you want to clean inside that computer. And there's a way to do that. You can use the vacuum cleaner, you can use the compressed air, or do the defragmentation. Basically scan the software, scan your program, scan your window, and then start defrag. And that's built into the Microsoft Windows. You can go to the Start, All Programs, under Accessories. Under Accessories, you have System Tools. And under System Tools, you can look at the scan, disk, or defrag. Once you defrag, the computer much faster than before. Or if you hear the noise from the hard drive, this unusual noise coming, that's basically when the hard drives start going out. And you want to make sure before the hard drive crash, back up all your data and information and pictures before totally crash. So you can bring it to the professional, and they can clean up. They can do the tune-up. Basically, they call that tune-up every 6 months to clean up, get rid of the unwanted files and icons and the programs. Make sure they testing for viruses. Make sure they testing for the hard drive sectors are good sectors and the hard drive is in good shape of running. And this way, you prevent from the disaster. So I recommend basically maintain your computer at least twice a year, just like your car. You take it to the mechanic to keep it maintained. Maintain your computer.
At Ben's Computer, we never compromise quality. However, because of the fact that we are smaller and more personal than the big corporate-owned computer chain stores, we can offer our services at greatly lower prices simply because we don't have the huge overhead. You never have to worry about being sold services that you really did not want or may not have needed at all. And Ben's Computer is centrally located on Grover Beach, and we offer free pickup and delivery to most locations. You can save money by upgrading your current system rather than buying a new one. So before you buy a new computer system, come talk to the experts at Ben's Computer. Ben's Computer has been in business since 1993 and is one of the largest privately owned computer stores on the Central Coast. Ben's Computer sells many brands of desktop and laptop computers, as well as computer parts and peripherals. And Ben's Computer has the technical expertise to help you decide exactly what you require for your computer system, and can answer your questions regarding both Apple and Microsoft systems. And at Ben's Computer, we can take care of computer repair, data recovery, virus removal, spyware removal, and general computer maintenance. Be sure to ask about our PC tune-up and speed-up service special, which includes system evaluation, increased startup speed, removal of unused applications, a scan and removal of viruses and software, system drive defragmenting, and a check of your BIOS and operating system settings. Ben's Computer also makes house calls, whether it's setting up a computer and printer in your home or for networking computer systems at your business. Ben and his staff can get your system working. And for those of you with busy schedules, Ben's Computer offers free pickup and delivery of any computer that needs service with our Techmobile. So for all your computer purchases, service, or consultation, contact the professionals at Ben's Computer, 983 West Grand Avenue in Grover Beach.
Hi, I'm Donna Randolph, proud president of the Santa Maria Women's Network. Nearing 100 members strong, we are a nonprofit organization that promotes the professional and personal development of its members. We are all about members helping members. You will find membership includes men and women from business and private sectors of the community, providing mutual support and assistance in the overall growth and development of its members. We meet monthly and are proud to say we put on many networking and other special events throughout the year. Women of Excellence, Micro Trade Show, and the Holiday Extravaganza, to name a few. Each event allows us to grow our network and build our scholarship fund as a way of giving back to the community. This is very important to our organization. Each month, our network meets for a luncheon, which is held the first Wednesday of each month at the historic Santa Maria Inn, 11:30 to 1 p.m. Please join us and find out how the Santa Maria Women's Network can change your business, or visit us on Facebook or online at smwn.net.
Thank you, Ben, Professor Ben. I really enjoyed your show today. I know I learned a lot. I'm sure the viewers learned a lot also. Be sure to stay tuned for the other shows that will be coming up from Ben's Computer Lessons. And Ben, there was a thought you'd like to share with us today. What's your final thought?
Well, thank you very much first for listening, and I hope you learned something today. And I have some food for thought for today. Is the starting point of all achievement is a desire. Class dismissed.
For the past 17 years, Ben's Computer has been networking, repairing, and upgrading all brands of computers.
You receive outstanding service and expert repair for all of your computers and computer products. This superior technical support has been the hallmark of Ben's Computer. Come see us for professional home or office networking consultation and installation. You can also take advantage of our Techmobile, offering free pickup and free delivery of your computer. That's Ben's Computer on Grand Avenue in Grover Beach.
Hello, my name is Susie. I'm the host of the Central Coast Now new home improvement television show, where we will feature local home improvement businesses who can help you with your home improvement needs. Please join us on Charter Channel 10 and Comcast Channel 27. Look forward to seeing you there.
Preparing the details of your special day takes long hours. Why not capture them in photos that you can cherish for years? Our Photo and Design specializes in bringing back those moments of joyful tears and laughter. We specialize in providing quality photography services that you can afford. Call us to set up an appointment and book your wedding or quinceañera today. Mention this ad and we'll include an engagement session for free. That's right, that'll include a 16 by 20 portrait to display at your event. Check us out online at ourphotoanddesign.info or like us on Facebook.